Welcome back everyone, InfoSec Gurung here, and now we're going to do step 16. One thing to remember is I'll try to upload videos every day so that we complete this project faster. Since this has like 184 steps, at the current rate we'll be finishing it in like 2 months, which would be very long. And one legendary human from like my audience advised to me that it's better to it's better completing this tutorial in like 1 month if possible. So I'll try to upload videos every day and also merge the steps as well. Let's start with step 16. What we're gonna do is, in brief, put a timeout for read function. Okay, right now our read function will wait indefinitely for input from the keyboard before it returns. What if we want to do something like animate something on the screen while waiting for user input? We can set a timeout so that read returns if it doesn't get any input for a certain amount of time. Okay, now these yellow highlighted lines are the ones we're gonna add, and these are something we're gonna change. Okay, let's just start editing our file. Okay, so vim kilo.c, let's increase the size. So we need to go to echo this. This is the CL flag. So this is the CC flag with CC. Okay, so we need to know what CC is, which stands for control characters, and these are an array of bytes that control various terminal settings. Okay, so raw dot c and we need to add VMIN. This is an array, and raw dot cc VTIME is equal to 1. Okay, now we come to the while loop, which is here, and while it's true, 1 denotes true. So while 1, char c is equal to \0, which is like the null character. It is present in every at the last byte of every string. Okay, so char c is this, and there has to be something which we need to change. Char c is equal to \0, and then read stdin file number. Edited our kilo.c, and let's just see how it compiles. Okay, so it compiled with no error, and we'll run kilo. As you can see, it's continuously filling the terminal with 0 unless I put something and type. So it's just going on with 0, and now if I press Q, then it is exiting. Okay, now VMIN and VTIME come from termios.h. They are indexes into the CC field, which is the control characters, and we know that they are gonna change the terminal settings. Okay, the VMIN value sets the minimum number of bytes of input needed before read can return. Okay, we set it to 0 so that read returns as soon as there is any input to be read. The VTIME value sets the maximum amount of time to wait before read returns. It is in tenths of a second. Okay, so if we set it to 1/10 of a second or 100 milliseconds, if read times out, it will return 0, which makes sense because its usual return value is the number of bytes read. Okay, when you run the program, you can see often read function times out. If you don't supply any input, the read function returns without setting the C variable, which retains its 0 value, the \0. Okay, and so you can see 0 is getting printed out. If you type really fast, you can see that the read returns right away after each key press. So it's not like you can read one key press every 10th of a second. Now if you're using bash on Windows, this would still block input, so I don't know if it works or not. Yeah, we'll check it in our notes. From man termios, the minimum number of characters for non-canonical read and timeout in deciseconds. Okay, deciseconds, that is 1/10 of a second for non-canonical read. Non-canonical, I think here means for raw mode. Now yeah, so this is what we saw in our kilo. Okay, and let's just run it again. Now if you type something, then only this will run properly. Okay, let's just try messing around with kilo. Okay, so we'll go with maybe 2, and since it's 1/10, let's just try for 100. Yeah, 100, and this should work. Make kilo and compile. So it's waiting. Okay, I think it will wait for like 10 seconds. And yeah, that. So if we type Q, it ends. Now AST. Okay, so it's taking an input and it hasn't returned us like values like 0 because we had changed. Let's just see the source code of kilo. Yeah, so if you can see here, we have changed the value. So now the minimum number of bytes of input needed before read can return, so it is 2, and we have set it to 0 so that read returns. That's fine. The VTIME value sets the maximum amount of time to wait before read returns, and since we have put 100, so that means it's it will wait for 10 seconds. Okay, and let's quit this. And let's just again see if this works. 0 and 10, so this is like 1 second gap. Okay, and we can see how it works. Yeah, so it's like a 1 second gap, and maybe if we type like before 1 second ends, we can still go with complete whatever complete input with whatever we typed on. Let's type Q, and I just want to do one more thing. Uh, 45. Let's just see if it's A. Okay, make kilo and we'll run it. Okay, so the default value of our character C is A, and we've put the time limit, sorry, the timeout for our VTIME, and its value is 10. So now it will print, it will check if the read is accepting any input. If it's not accepting within 1 second, then it will print out C, the value of C, which is A. Okay, and yeah. Okay, that's all in this video. And now the enable raw mode function, okay, now gets us fully into raw mode, and that's fine. So finally we've reached raw mode, and I want to show you something like this. Yeah, this one. So you'll understand after step 15. I hope you remember, like I told you when we were in step 10, that I'll tell you about this. Okay, so we'll just open man termios and search for raw. Okay, see make raw. we'll just scroll down more. It should be somewhere at the bottom. Yeah, so this is the raw mode. Okay, the raw mode of the old version element, that's fine. The terminal attributes are set as follow in raw mode. So the CI flag is there, in which we have various flags. Okay, the IXON, ICRNL. Okay, some of it we have included like PRKINT and ISTRIP. Okay, so that's there. I'll just open another window and wait, or else we can see it here only. So BRKINT, ICRNL, okay, all these are there. And then we have in the output flag we have OPost. Okay, and same here we have OPost. Then in the C flag, which is the control flag, we have CS8. So here you can say CS8. Then in the L flag, which is the local flag, we have echo, ICANON, IXTN and ISIG. And same here, the local flag, echo, then this is another flag, and these are the remaining flags. Okay, so you can see how it's like very similar. Alright, this is it for this video. I'll try to post the videos every day now. Yeah, have a good day ahead.